Hey guys, it's me, Adam Gibson from Learn3Dsoftware.com. I'm just here today to let you know about our newest release, our 3D Coat release for 3D Coat 3.7. We have done a few different videos on preparing this Starfighter here for texturing and detailing. So what this video is about is now in the title it's Space Fighter Detailing Volume 2 Color Maps. Essentially at this point what we're doing is in the opacity channel in 3D Coat we're painting on the color and the actual physical paint. In Volume 1 we created the normal maps. In other words, normal maps are like bump maps on steroids where we create all the different interesting panels and nurnies and all that kind of stuff. Now, this right here is a base mesh, and this doesn't contain any detail on it. It's just everything is flat, and you can see that it has that plasticky CG look. So the whole point of this series was to show you that you could take a very basic looking object with almost barely any modeling done to this. This spaceship was made very, very quickly, and you can turn it into something that looks like this. Now, considering that we started with this, okay, this is quite better, a lot more fun, a lot more photorealistic. Now this image right here, this was with Lightwave's default cameras. Now this was created, the all the texturing work and everything was done inside of 3D Coat. I just put this little spaceship inside of a little 3D scene that I constructed here, and just to make it look a little bit more interesting. But there is no special lighting on this. This used Lightwave's default camera. So if you're wondering, oh, why didn't he use like, global illumination or radiosity and all sorts of fancy lighting? What I wanted to show was that right out of the box, this texturing job that was done in 3D Coat is pretty darn good. So once you've added all the special lighting, you can make it look absolutely fabulous. But this is bare bones lighting. So right now it looks pretty good. The only thing that, some people say, oh, look at all the hard edge, shadows and stuff. Well, yeah, we haven't turned on any of the bells, horns, and whistles. But like I said, this was more not to show off this video is on texturing, not on trying to create fabulous shadows. Now, what I may wind up doing is a volume 3 on how to maybe do some special lighting and rendering so that we can create a super photorealistic look. But I was more concerned about just demonstrating how nice the difference between this render with and this was, once again, basic lighting, the difference between this plasticky CG model and this. So if the model already looks pretty darn good without any fancy lighting, imagine what it's going to look like once we do that. Okay, so anyways, what we did at the beginning is we started off with a UV mapping training video, then we progressed into the normal maps, and then we went into the color mapping video. Now there's not a lot of color in this. You can see a few little different swatches and stuff like that. Some of the metal base layer, it came from an actual image map that was also painted on, and there's some color in it to a degree. So if you're confused what we mean by color maps, there's just some subtleness here. Basically, we're working with the color channel, or in 3D Coat, it's called the opacity channel. So people are saying, well, this is black and white. Well, no, it's not real. It's black and white. It's like different shades of grays. And like I said, it's mixed with some base textures and just some splotches. But anyways, so if you're interested in learning how to do crazy detailing like this for basic creating, taking basic meshes and creating this type of detail, um, you can visit us here at learn3dsoftware.com. Right now I have this on my front page as a new release. If by the time you've watched this video this is not the new release section, just go under 3D Coat videos, and on the left hand side here you can find our Starfighter detailing video. Now this is our color maps one, and we also here we have our normal maps video as well. Now this 2D sci-fi collection, this was some alpha brushes that we used to help create some of the nirnies and stuff inside of this video. If you look down here, we also have our Starfighter UV mapping quick method video. This actually shows how to very quickly make a UV map inside of Lightwave that's ready to go right out of the box and ready for detailing in 3D Coat. Now, you can do the UV unwrapping inside of 3D Coat as well, but I decided to show how to set it up in Lightwave first so that you can import it into 3D Coat. Okay, so let's go into our color maps section. So under our color maps video here, okay, we have our description of our video. It shows some stills, some images from the actual video itself. You can click on them and you can zoom in and see everything at a large scale, see the detail. Once again, remember this was just had Lightwave default lighting. You can see things like we have dirt and dirt streaks, and we have damage to the hull here. We have on the very edge here, you can see some corrosion and stuff at the leading edge of the panels here. You can see some of the sort of rust splotches, and like I said, we've created a lot of detail pretty much essentially from nothing. And a lot of this dirt that we've created is based off of a lot of the nirnies and panels that we've created. So let's take a step back here, and once again you can see the base mesh again, so you can see you could compare the two and see the huge difference after adding that detail. So this video was actually a lot of fun to make, and I'm sure you'll find once you learn how to do this, you're going to have a lot of fun creating your own really nifty and cool spaceships yourself. You can see sort of a close-up shot here of the some damage detail. So basically we're using a combination of normal maps and dirt, and you can see how it's dug in. This could be like asteroid damage or from a laser battle, that type of thing. Here's some more the more damage to the hull where it's dug into the metal. Just over a top views, you can see how we've added streaking some dirt and debris, so that really helps dirty up that hull. And then we just sort of see a perspective shot, so you can see that we actually did make this inside of 3D Coat. Traditionally, a lot of people, for many years use Photoshop to do all their detailing for their spaceships and stuff like that for movies and things like that. Although Photoshop is still excellent, but if you're the type of person that likes to paint stuff in 3D, this is an excellent way to do it, because if you were painting a model in the real world, you'd be painting on a 3D object. So this is a really great way that you can see everything updating in real time. If you say you use something like Photoshop, which is nothing wrong if you do, but the only problem is that you have to keep, saving out the map and then reapplying it, seeing if it looks right. This way you actually get to see what it looks like in real time. Right here we have our chapter list of all the different things we're doing. Everything, adding a base layer, new paint dirt layer, painting with alpha brushes, layer blending, and layer embossing. Just sort of working on some paint, different methods you can use to make paint chips on the panels. Painting the air vents, dirt between the panels, blaster tip burns, dirt streaks, stains, blast and damage marks. We got the corrosion section on corrosion. And then we also show how to export the color and normal maps out from 3D Coat so that we can use them in Lightwave or say another 3D program. So don't think that this is just for Lightwave. You can use this video for other 3D programs like 3D Studio Max and Softimage and Maya and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, once again, when it says export the color channel, that's actually realistically, it's the opacity channel. They call it the opacity channel in 3D Coat, but it's basically it's essentially the same thing. So importing the Space Fighter into Lightwave's layout with all the maps. So once we've exported out saved out the ship, we show you actually how to load it inside of we load it up inside of layout in Lightwave with all the color maps and that type of thing. So, and then we finish off showing the final render. The video's running time is about 3 hours and 53 minutes long. Once again, it's broken up into chapters, so you don't have to watch everything all at once, or you can go to the exact chapter that you want. And the screen resolution is in full HD quality, 180p or 1920 by 180 pixels. It's an MP4 video, and it's designed for beginners and upward for level of difficulty. Okay, so right now the video is on sale for $19 US. And you can also get this in a bundle pack to save money. We've got our 2D Sci-Fi Alpha Brush collection volume 1 included with this. So for $99 you get all these videos. So you're saving quite a few bucks if you go this way. So you're basically getting the whole project on how this was done. So it includes the how to UV this in Lightwave. It shows the normal mapping. Includes the normal mapping video, the color mapping video. It also includes our painting tools and alpha brushes, volume 1 and volume 2. So those of you who aren't really accustomed to 3D Coat's painting tools, we actually have two beginner volumes on actually how to use alpha brushes and the painting tools. If we pop over here, you can see the two separate volumes here. So normally separately, these are $19. So you can see the list of the different tools that are covered. Some of those tools are actually used within the video, or the normal map video and the color map video for the Starfighter. And once again, we have volume 2 and the same thing as well. We also show the listing of all the different tools that are actually covered. And that's about it. So until next time, this is Adam Gibson from learn3dsoftware.com, and we will see you again next time. If you're interested in, once again, in getting this video, you can get it at learn3dsoftware.com. This video is up on YouTube, so I'm going to be including a direct link that you should be able to click on in the description section. For some reason, if the link does not work, once again, it's learn3dsoftware.com. We'll see you again next time.